Alright, and we're almost done. To the final island. Okay, much like with Lost World 3DS, I have to wonder if the final island was a bit right, because the final island doesn't have any proper full stages. Instead, it's just a racing level, the obligatory optional mini-games, and the final boss, and that's it. Like, there's no actual proper full-blown platforming level in the final island, which is... okay, well, whatever. Okay, we're almost done.
I guess the idea is that it's the center island, so it's the smallest one anyway.
I guess. Alright, race. This is, of course, the hardest one. And, but yeah, again, the same procedures apply. Go on, Joe.
I do actually like the bot racer designs. Like, some are clearly modeled after some of Sonic's friends, while others are modeled after Eggman himself.
Yeah, true.
Designs there.
Yeah, race. Come on, Sonic, you need to give up the race. The Mobians or Tails! The Mobians or Tails!
Or just race to win. Race to win.
That's one of my favorite AOSTH episodes. Long John Baudry is so awesome in that one. Like, give up on the race. The Mobians or Tails, the Mobians or Tails. Ha 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 ha. And then we see Sonic literally untie his shoes so that he'll run slower.
Pretty much.
That's the interesting thing. Like, I was always under the impression that the idea is that you remove. Remember, Sonic Labyrinth established that you remove his shoes to take his speed, but in that episode, he just unties them. Even though when you actually look at the shoes don't have any laces, so you have to wonder what the hell is he even untying to begin with.
You see, he untied them because his laces are actually incredibly tiny microfibers that are practically injected into the shoes that help keep fastened for him despite his speed, and help rejuvenate the shoes to keep them from wearing down to nothing but bouts of rubble, considering how he runs and everything.
I got a different theory for Sonic's speed.
Go on.
Sonic has been taking performance-enhancing drugs so he can stay fast all the time. Prescribed to him. Basically, Tails makes it for him, and Sonic's been taking them all the time. Hence why Sonic can be a bit erratic when he in his actions, because it's a side effect of the drugs.
All this time, our hero athlete was just a junkie on steroids.
He's the Armstrong biker.
Okay, you know what's funny? I remember a comic book origin that's just that Sonic was originally brown and Eggman was originally skinny.
Yeah. Isn't that like the Kentobor thing?
Yes.
Yes. And there's one Sonic continuity that kind of makes Sonic a bit like a Crash Bandicoot in the sense that apparently an experiment by Eggman gave him his speed and turned him blue.
I always thought it was when I was a kid. I was like, what? So,
yeah, me too, honestly.
I don't know why I confused Sonic and Crash's origins.
Sonic's...
I can kind of get it in the sense that, you know, they had a lot of similarities already, animal critters dealing with evil human scientists, and, you know, I used to think as a kid, well, I mean, you know, it made sense to me as a kid because, hey, Eggman's grandfather created Shadow, so of course Eggman created Sonic.
Sonic's feet...
funny.
On that topic, Sonic's feet must be so smelly and dirty after all these years, because he seems to take them off to wash. Like,
you see, if Terrence was here, he'd be like, "Hey guys, I wonder what Sonic's feet smells like."
Yeah, that's totally just a Terrence spot.
Anyway, time for the final boss of the game. It's called Double... Oh yeah, first I think I'm going to show off what's on the other side.
Clearly, Joba has not watched the Sonic Heroes commentary.
Oh really?
Your Sonic Heroes commentary?
Oh, never mind. I'm doing this first.
I actually did watch it.
Yeah, and she knows the one joke.
Yes, I do.
All right, so this is the final Mach speed level. So let's get through it. Like I said, I didn't go through all of them, but remember I did the first one and I did the other one, and now I'm doing the last one. It doesn't feel like there's that much of an increase in difficulty from the first one to the last one, because yeah, this one is still basically operates on the same logic. Again, if you're on the ice section, be sure to immediately activate the firepower because there's going to be ice blocks. And if you're in the fire section, be sure to activate your ice power because there's going to be ice blocks that need to be frozen. And that's basically it.
It sounds like it's from a different game.
I'll say this, I actually would not mind these being special stage levels in Sonic game because these already feel much better than certain other special stages.
Yeah, like the one from Sonic Heroes.
Yeah.
It's kind of like an elevation on the Genesis Sonic 3D Blast special stages.
Kinda.
Well,
It's also better than the special stages in Sonic Advance 2.
Okay, the special stages themselves are fine, it's just getting there.
yeah, I'm
It's just
gonna.
like good luck if you see them at all.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the special stages themselves, I will argue, are fine. It's just that the special fucking rings.
What?
Okay.
That game is the reason why I hated getting the Chaos Emeralds in Sonic game.
Okay. Well, that will forever be why I like Sonic Advance 3 more than Sonic Advance 2. I know some people will say, oh, well, most of Sonic Advance 2 is great. I don't care. Part of, the experience is getting the true ending. And to get the true ending, I have to completely work against the game's mentality of speed.
Yeah.
Same issue I have with
No. I want them to continue because I have a counter argument.
It's the same issue I have with Sonic Unleashed HD. Why encourage all this speed when we blatantly have to slow down and sometimes even backtrack because we blatantly missed a collectible that is required to move on?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Are you done?
Yes.
Go on, Dej.
Okay, so here's with Sonic Advance 3, you know what you got? That horrible level design. That is just peak everyone clowns on dims.
Well, okay.
You get a game over in Route 99.
See, here's the thing.
It's so bad. And why is everyone's ability so gimps?
See, here's the thing.
Oh my god.
See, here's the thing. One of the major, Route 99 sucks balls. You know what's the sad part? The sad part about that game is that is it Sunset Hill, aka the Green Hill level of that game, is a far better pick for a first zone. It
is.
Because that zone is actually much better. I mean, Route 99 is such a horrible first impression for that game. But
let me tell you a story. I first played that game the day American Dad aired. Mm-hmm. And I played Sonic and Tails, got to Route 99, game over, never went back to it until last year, and then I remembered, oh, this is why I don't like it. There's a reason why I never went back
right.
to this game.
Let me bring this up real quick.
And also, the final levels
basically, the map glitched on me and I could see nothing. I'm not even kidding. The graphics didn't load, so I had to quit the game and restart.
Okay, the
Alright,
tracker
cutscene.
says we're almost on top of the robot. This place is definitely the Ragnium source. The stuff is everywhere. Eggman must be mining for Ragnium here. And all the byproducts of Eggman's mining operation get piped through the fissures to the other islands. Ugh, nasty.
Why does this place look like it's going to
Amy's worst
explode?
nightmare then.
Since we're closing the fissures, the pressure is building up here at the source. Eventually, I bet it will explode. Look!
You again. What are you doing back here after I sent you to the islands to monitor the fissures? A task in which you failed miserably, I might add.
You know,
This wants to be loved.
D-Fekt, I think you've been in an abusive relationship for too long.
And then that happens after you say that.
He can't talk to a Doro by 2000 that way.
Sonic and his troop of buffoons. No doubt you led them here, you worthless junk pile. Destroy them before they ruin my entire operation.
Well, I mean, the operation is like it's going to self-destruct by itself.
So there you go. Because D-Fekt wants Eggman Senpai to notice him, he's gonna bring out his best possible effort at trying to destroy Sonic.
I didn't know you could do that.
I mean, you built it, so...
Yeah, that's what I keep saying. You're really bad at this.
Stop it, I say. You're destroying my beautiful radium mine!
Again, it was gonna blow up anyway.
Stop it, you miserable bat!
He's just
Hey,
making
he
it
kind
go
of saved
faster.
your life
Me to ask
almost.
for help. What's happening now pains me worse. I mean, it really hurts! Somebody help me!
That is
Chill
peak
out, Eggface. We
Eggman.
got this.
I'll do that joke in the last Airbender movie where the guy was like, "It was bending tiny stones at us from behind a tree. It really hurts."
I mean, like,
Into
it's
the
not-
D-Fekt verse.
Oh. I mean, it's not been, anything outstanding, but the humor in this game hasn't been that bad. Like,
No, it's fine.
No,
Again,
it's like the show. It's like the show. It's perfectly fine, and there are a few legitimately really good moments of comedy in it.
So now D-Fekt has pretty much gone mad with power, and he's going to prove to Eggman once and for all his worth. So it's
indeed.
up to Sonic and Sticks to save the day.
Notice me, senpai.
So yeah, there's two phases: the Sticks phase and the Sonic phase. First, you have to dodge these things. After that, there's also going to be this bit here. Yeah, as you can probably guess, yes, the rock that has the boomerang on it is of course the one that you have to use for Sticks. There you go. See. And then eventually, at some point, there you go. He puts a fire or ice block on there, and you're supposed to hit it with your homing attack.
This is something else of what you said. I'm supposed to hate it. So, I mean, yeah, it's the bad guy. I wasn't gonna hate it.
But yeah, like I was saying, it's just that's the sad part, because there's actually quite a lot of good levels. There's also bad ones, yes, in Sonic Advance 3. It's just that whoever came up with the difficulty curve for that game needs to be fucking fired, because seriously, that, like, who the fuck thought Route 99 as the first level was a good idea? Like, seriously, it's ugh.
Although speaking of, on the actually, okay, music wasn't exactly on the subject of, but his advance was, while there's boss fights going on. I have listened to quite a bit of the advanced OSTs recently, and my favourite of the three is still Advanced 2.
Oh, definitely. Like, everybody pretty much agrees that Advance 2 has the best soundtrack of the trilogy. So.
Advanced 1 is fine, and yeah, it has the best GBA remixes of Sonic 1 tracks, although considering it's a competitor with Sonic Genesis, that's not too surprising. And Advance 3 has a few good themes too, like Route 99.
Alright. That being said, Advance 2 also has its issues. My major issue with Sonic Advance 2 is how every level in that game is a downward fare, in terms of, like, you start at the left top of the stage and you go down to the right, down to the right, down to the right, and every level constantly follows that downward slope mentality, and as a result, the level design feels very samey to me. Yes, there are its things here and there, but there are enemies and other stuff. But since the game constantly, encourages you to go faster, most of the time, you're going to be skipping throughout most of those other things there are in the level. So.
Also, the remix of Leaf Forest in one of the Sonic and Mario Olympic games is really, really good.
I think that's Blizzard Peaks you're thinking of.
Yeah, it's the bass guitar. Although isn't the bass guitarist of Sonic games normally the one from Push 40 anyway?
Yes.
They are them.
Again, are you sure that you're not thinking of the Blizzard Peaks scene though? I don't recall.
That's it. Because that's the thing though. The track names in the Olympic games don't use the same ones from where the track originally came from. Not even like remix of insert track here in brackets. It's normally just the event names. The event names, yeah.
That's what
Like-
YouTube is for, thankfully.
Alright,
Yeah,
first phase.
Wait, this is the final boss.
Yes, final boss. First phase
Yeah.
done.
Yeah,
Alright.
what's the second phase?
It boils down to the same thing, actually.
Well, okay. With sticks, you have to use your boomerang to stop the projectiles from pummeling on you. With Sonic, you have to play evasion with the elemental powers.
Well, you're still homing attacking the blocks every time he puts his tail near me. And you have to dodge, once again, these things. The only major difference is that they replace the stick's boomerang block thingy with that thing where well, this thing they're about to do, actually. This thing. There you go. Aside from that, yeah, but okay, yeah. Fortunately, if you die, the game does save checkpoints during the boss battle. So even if you do die, it's not a big deal.
If I recall correctly, there's no live system in this game.
No, there is not.
No. There hasn't been lives in Sonic since
Lost World.
You know what? That ain't a problem.
Lost World Wii U at least. I think the 3DS one had lives.
No. Like Lost World was the last game to implement lives.
Oh yeah, that's what you meant.
Oh wait. There's technically Mania that has lives. But
Yeah, true.
I mean,
that's-
Mania is a throwback game, so yeah, it's gonna have lives.
Well, that game basically operates on S3K logic, basically.
Check it out, Sheree. The twin heads are literally cats.
Huh.
Yes.
Now guess.
Oh yeah, speaking of cats, there was an announcement that Netflix UK and Ireland were hyping up on Twitter, and it was the Cats movie.
So yeah,
Anyway, Deji wants the fire and ice cats
know.
to kiss.
They were seriously hyping up the edition of Cats 2019.
Why yes.
So it seems like this is what you get when you mix fire and ice.
Yeah,
Cat
cats.
people.
Such an obvious combination. I can't believe I missed that.
Yeah.
We were wrong this whole time.
Alright, and there we go. The interesting thing is that the ice cat is a cyclops, whereas the fire cat has 2 eyes. Interesting choice.
Oh, kind of like Ruby and Sapphire.
Oh my god, you're right.
So this is actually the fusion of two. So
I only played Emerald. I thought that was...
I don't think.
There is an
Oh, wait.
emerald in-
Are we talking about Steven Universe?
Yeah, she was talking about
Yes,
Steven Universe.
Oh, okay.
that Ruby and Sapphire.
There is actually an emerald in Steven Universe.
Yeah,
Yep. And
And there we go. And so, Sonic and Stick save the day.
Oh yeah.
and there you go.
He'll be fine.
Sticks, your child just died.
Don't worry, he'll be fine.
No. Well,
That's a child.
well, technically no. He just fell.
He just fell. I mean, just because you fall over don't mean you're dead.
And that's how you do it.
Especially if you're a robot.
D-Fekt completely ruined the mine, so it's impossible to mine rachnium here again. Anybody? No help?
Yeah.
Some help!
Gravity.
My back is never gonna be the same.
Don't worry, Spider-Man knows your pain,
And
Sonic.
this is why there were no more Sonic Boom games. Sonic hurt his back.
That's what being
Captain
30 will do to you,
Eggman,
Sonic.
no less.
What Pedro, is that true?
Well, 25 more accurately, yeah.
Wait, what?
If that was true, being furry, your back.
I'm so
Sorry.
sorry about
Well,
my
Lost World 3DS is bad for my back, if that's what you mean.
Okay, old man.
Okay, smart Alec. Try doing those special stages. Try doing those special stages on your own. See how you
I'm
build.
talking about the special stages. I'm just saying that you're old. The joke is that you're old.
Well, yeah, but I'm pretty confident those specials are bad for everybody's back, regardless
yeah,
of
of
age.
Pedro, buy him free riders.
I don't have an Xbox 360.
Either
I
yeah.
have an Xbox 360 with
I
rewriters.
can't seem to say.
I'm sure it's cheap enough by this point.
That's them. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go review my
I mean,
insurance.
it'd be better.
policy and
It's
see if
easier
it
to
covers
record on the
active
PS3.
bots.
I don't know.
Active.
Well, all's well that ends well. Everyone parts on good terms.
Deductible's gonna
And
kill
Tails fixed D-Fekt, and now he's harmless.
But the last Eggman is Sonic has
Question,
Eggman is now bankrupt.
question, Jova. Do we ever see D-Fekt in the show?
Yeah,
Ah, okay.
Yes.
They mentioned
and he
it.
forms a relationship with a female Cubot.
Okay.
That was Sonic Boom, Fire and
Fanfic writers
Ice.
strike again.
Alright, I actually want to bring up something here in the credits real quick, because a lot of people on the internet for some reason keep doubting this, but here, hold on, let me just wait till we get there. Team special thanks, yeah. Sounds like a special thanks. Psycho America. Design director, corporate management, president. No, yeah. Business planner, yes. Sonic Pillar? Sonic Pillar?
Yeah.
Like, what is that?
My favorite Sonic song, Sonic Pillar, Sonic Pillar, Sonic.
I guess that's a stem of the team.
I guess, it's just like I never heard of it, so. I was trying to look for the writing credits. Well, okay, keep going, Deji. I'll bring it up when it comes up.
Going for what?
Oh, I thought you were saying something. Dwebs, start your final thoughts, please.
Again, in terms of the story, this game is exactly like the show. It's perfectly fine, and there are a few legit good moments of comedy scattered throughout. As for the game itself, it's
Hold on,
perfectly fine.
there you go.
It's not-
Story written by Pontek and additional writing by Greg Horn, Alan Denton, and Bill Freiberger. So basically, it was like this big combination of 6 writers. Basically, go on,
Yeah,
then.
it was a team effort, but yeah. It's like the game looks perfectly fine, perfectly playable. You can beat it in not very long at all. I won't quite say it was worth full price when it came out, but I mean, in terms if you like what a Sonic game was just more of a distraction than anything, you could do a lot worse than this.
Wait, was this game full price when it came out? I recall it being,
Full price by its standards.
Full price,
$40, that's
full price for a new 3DS game.
Yeah,
What was that, like
By-
40
by-
bucks?
$40, yes.
roundabouts, yeah. Yeah, that's about it for me. It's perfectly solid. It's like Sonic Boom itself.
Okay,
Alright.
Shiroi.
Yeah, this was just fine. The humor is, it's decent enough. It's kind of on par with the show. Again, I haven't seen every episode, but I've watched a few. So yeah, it seems to line up. It's nice that everything's fully voice acted now. That's just a nice little touch, I guess. The game looks a lot better. It seems a lot more interesting than Shattered Crystal, but it's still very, very middle of the road. It's fine. It's like you play it once and then likely never again kind of thing.
Yeah, this is actually my second
Unless there
playthrough.
was like a very specific reason you needed to, like for a review or whatever.
Or mine
Like,
for recording, yeah.
yeah, like you wouldn't revisit it for just for
Not really, no.
for the fun of it.
Like, there are worse Sonic games to play, but there's also better Sonic games to play. It's just one of those cases where it's just like, if I have better options.
I don't think
Alright,
I
hold on.
missed
When local
that.
late night jokester Comedy Chimp decided it was time for some new headshots, he had these beauties developed. While they didn't make him look as youthful as he had hoped, they did land him several acting gigs, as the before guy in various infomercials. Yeah, so, comic books. While in our universe we get to introduce Sonic the Hedgehog comic books, our characters aren't so lucky. They're stuck with titles featuring Comedy Chimp and Knuckles from that one time he wore a bucket in his head. I guess what we're saying is, be thankful for what you got, kids.
Wasn't 2016 the year RT went out?
Did you know
2017.
that Eggman is an award-winning pole vaulter? Well, you shouldn't, because it's entirely untrue. Even still, it didn't stop the dog from trying to take the gold while wearing this getup in role models. Tell you what, Eggman, if he would just agree to give you a trophy now, would you be willing to put on some more clothes?
I don't know. He actually looks pretty fit there.
For Season 1's Chili Dog Day Afternoon, Knuckles eats some peppers that might have been just a tad too hot. Well, either that or he's been keeping one heck of a secret from us when it comes to his special abilities breakdown.
He really doesn't need Sonic's power. He's got them fire breath.
Gamer Bros, when deciding how still photos should look in the Sonic Boom universe, we made created. I feel like one of those two words should be crossed out. We created this test render that we ended up not using. If the pit Sonic and Tails in a wicked video game battle, and even though this photo was taken at Tails' house, take a wild guess who got stuck with the Player 2 controller. Yeah.
Sonic.
Luigi.
Made created. I'm totally using that, by the way. We made created this. We made created.
Made created this commentary.
Oh, yeah. That's why we're stuck on this bit. Pedro was
Gotta go fast. Before Sonic Boom went into production, we created loads of concept art so the team could better understand the character's abilities. Take for instance this piece. It stipulates the 4 main speeds of Sonic the Hedgehog: amazingly fast, shockingly fast, incomprehensibly fast, and mind-blowingly fast. Shouldn't the incomprehensibly be the top one? When Orbit packed up.
No, because like literally mind-blowing is like shattering of the mind, whereas incomprehensible leaves you more confused as opposed to mind crushed.
I guess. When Autobot packed up his bags to leave home, he took only the essentials: a toothbrush, a baguette, and a bit of Eggman individual color on a roller coaster. As you can see, all that. So yeah, wacky shenanigans. Carry on, Shiri.
Not much else to say, really. It's like I don't feel like I missed out by not playing this. It's just alright. That was neat. What's next? You know. And on that note, who's next?
Deji, what do you think of the game?
Wait, Jogo wants to say something.
Sure, go on.
Thanks. It's a good game. It's not the most remarkable go check this out thing, but if you're a fan of Sonic Boom, sure give this one a look. Coincides with it. Honestly, the story is good. I mean, again, not amazing, but it's good. Has legit good jokes overall, and, you know, an ending that I'm perfectly fine with. So, yeah, I mean, look, it's a good game. And that's what it needed to be. It did that. I do wish that it could have maybe have expanded on some of that stuff, but I'm not too broken up about it. It was a good enough time for me, and I have no regrets. Next.
Edge.
It looks fine. Like, okay, not something I'm dying to play, but it looks like a neat time waster. Like a mobile game.
Alright.
It does feel like they made some improvements over Shattered Crystal, because from my understanding, the levels in that game lasted too long.
Yeah.
You had to do arbitrary things in order to progress.
Yep.
Whereas this one is just straightforward.
Yes.
Yeah. And hey, look, you can play as Sonic's friends, so that's always a bonus.
What do you think of the writing,
And
considering you're usually not a fan of Boom's writing in general?
It exists.
It exists. Well, by Deji standards, by Deji Sonic Boom standards, that's a compliment. So
I know, he's not ranting and raving about how it's god awful for once.
Urged, not... Okay.
Good job,
But,
Pedro. Good job.
but the moral of the
Pats
story is,
all
I'm
around.
glad this sub-series is dead. Moving on!
There it is. There it is. Still,
Don't worry,
though,
Joe. I'll do a Let's Play a Capcom game and we'll invite you.
seriously though, just that sticks to the main continuity. That's all I pretty much want from Boom at this point. Like, Boom was fine for what it is. I'm fine that it's no more. Like, you know, it was time to move on. But seriously, just that sticks.
Just remember, they wanted to make this the next big thing.
I don't think it was going to replace Sonic, though, ever.
Oh,
Like,
I
do
wasn't
get
going to
that's-
replace it, but it was going to be that spin-off franchise. Because, like, you don't make a TV show, 2 new games, a toy line, and a comic for something that was just a mere spin-off.
Oh, yeah, obviously. And I think that if Rise of Lyric had actually stuck the landing, it could have succeeded, because the show was pretty good.
No.
Yes, Dad, I know it poisoned your water supply, but nah, it's a good show.
Okay.
Anyway,
okay. How about this? It's a show. It's a good show if you've never watched a single cartoon in your life.
All right. Let's not turn this
Anyway,
into
moving
an
on.
argument about the show. You done, Dej?
Yep.
Okay. All right. As for me, it's a game. This is a video game that you can play.
Get it? Okay.
That's it.
You can play it.
All
You
right.
can finish it. You can go through it.
Take it for a walk.
It's like
Well, yeah, it's on the 3DS.
if you happen
Gotta
to,
feed it and water it.
Like,
But anyway, go on.
if you're on a train or a plane and you have a 3DS and only this game, sure, it will keep you occupied for like 40 minutes.
Nice rhyming there, Dr. Seuss.
Yes. Yeah. That being said, if you have 3D Land next to it, yeah, I'd recommend playing that over this. So yeah, like it really is one of those games where you could do much worse, but at the same time you could do much better. So it's just it really is one of those cases of a game that's just kind of like. Yeah, it's like Shiroi said, and now that I've recorded it, I don't really feel any need to play this ever again because there's not that much that I can gain from this game that I can't gain from other games that pretty much do everything better. So it really is one of those cases where the game exists, it's fine, it's completely inoffensive, but at the same time, it's not something that's not something that I'm going to remember much, but I already had forgotten quite a lot when I first picked up this a few days ago to record, and I have the feeling that years later I'm going to once again forget most of this again because there's not that much to remember.
It also does depend on how focused you are on remembering something too. So I guess if you need me to, I can remind you of stuff you forget.
Sure. That was Sonic Boom Fire and Ice. It's a video game, and we are now officially done with the Boom series. That being said, we do plan on
Until we commentate on the TV series, I guess.
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, but games-wise, we still will eventually do a redo of Rise of Lyric, since that playthrough is a very old playthrough that really needs a redo. But we'll get to it eventually. Not right away. We'll see how things go. So tune in for whatever we do first, either the show or the Rise of Lyric redo. So see you then.
Yeah.
See ya.
So yeah.